Your brain lies to you every time you walk into a room. Two rooms can be the exact same size, same walls, same measurements. Yet one feels open and the other one feels like cramped and small. Why? It's not the square footage, it's the psychology of the space. Design isn't just about how things look, it's how your brain reads the space and feels it.
Santi and I are going to share the 12 specific design techniques we use in every project we do, especially when clients tell us, my house feels so small and cramped and like I'm choking. These design psychology secrets can make any space feel bigger and calmer. Now, all 12 techniques work together, so please make sure to watch till the end. Let's go.
Light is the lifeblood of a room. Without it, everything feels flat and heavy. Natural light lifts your energy. It's literally how your body and mind wakes up and finds balance. When a space is too dark, your brain reads it as small and closed in.
So keep windows as open as possible. Use sheer light filtering curtains or shades that breathe. Position mirrors or reflective surfaces to bounce natural light deeper into the room. And if you lack big windows, go for layered lighting, a mix of ambient, task, and accent lights at different levels. And always design for the light, not against it. Don't fight the light. Before moving furniture or choosing colors, stand in the room at different times of day and watch how the sunlight moves. Your home will tell you what it needs. It's got a pulse and it talks to you.
Spaces do talk to you. Corners are energetic plus points. When they're filled with random stuff like baskets, plants, cords, or piles, your brain sees chaos and contradiction. It's like noise in the edges of your vision.
Choose one intentional element per corner, a tall plant, a sculptural lamp, or just breathing space. Let air flow through the edges. It expands the room emotionally and visually. And get in the habit of scanning your corners. I think that's really important. When you tidy up, ask yourself, does this corner breathe or is it blocked? That one question alone can really change how your whole space feels. When every inch is covered, your brain loses track of where one zone ends and another begins. And that's what creates that suffocating, cramped feeling. And we see it so much. Make sure to pull furniture away from the walls just a few inches. That little trick really works. It creates the illusion of space. And design, a lot of it is about illusion. Keep pathways clear and choose a few substantial pieces instead of like a ton of small ones. One larger sofa feels calmer than 3 small chairs.
Follow this rule. Every item must earn its place. If it doesn't serve comfort, function, or meaning, it doesn't belong. Get rid of it.
Exactly.
Thin drapes and bulky valances cut off the natural flow of light and make walls feel shorter. Your eyes stop at the top of the fabric instead of rising to the ceiling. Hang curtains all the way high, all the way to the ceiling, and extend the rods beyond the window frames. This tricks your brain into seeing taller, wider walls. Choose fabrics that move, breathe, and are clean. Organic linens and cottons are ideal.
And don't think like stiff, heavy, thick drapes, because that really stifles a place.
Whenever you hang new curtains, ask, does this invite your eye up or way down?
Keep in mind, your brain naturally associates vertical movement with freedom and expansion. So when your room lacks height and cues with height, it feels compressed, almost like gravity is pulling it down. So make sure to incorporate vertical lines through tall mirrors, floor lamps, striped wallpaper, or art stacked vertically. Even a tall plant draws the eye up. We love adding subtle paneling that runs floor to ceiling. It's all about architectural psychology. And another thing is to keep at least one upward element in every room. Every room should have an upward element. So it's your reminder that design can literally lift your mood.
Tiny furniture in a small room makes it look even smaller. Their brain sees lots of small pieces and interprets clutter instead of calm. Anchor your space with one bold, substantial piece, a large sofa, an oversized rug, or one striking art piece. Surround it with negative space so your eye can rest.
In other words, less is more.
Whenever you shop for furniture, visualize how a piece will breathe in the room. Leave at least a few inches of air between furniture edges and walls. That's where spaciousness lives. Avoid wool, leather, and any animal-based fabrics. They're very toxic. Stick with GOTS certified fabrics. Questions? Let us know in the comments.
You know, when you go into a small room, into someone's space, and they have the sofa pushed totally against the wall, it is such a cramped look. So don't do that, please. Color literally changes how your brain perceives distance. Dark, flat tones absorb light and make walls feel closer. Too much of it and you feel boxed in emotionally. So use lighter, low VOC paints in soft neutrals, muted greens, or creamy whites. Make sure the color has a hint of yellow in it because that reflects the light. And if you love dark tones, balance them with contrast. Light furniture, metallic accents, or textured rugs to reflect light back into the room. We love dark, moody, broody colors in the right environment.
But you gotta balance it.
But you must balance it or else it looks very depressing and very claustrophobic. And here's a really good tip. Always test colors in the morning, afternoon, and the evening. Natural light changes everything. Just as our mood changes throughout the day, you know how you can be cranky at some point and then all of a sudden your mood lifts? Same thing in your space. We're about halfway through. We hope you're enjoying this so far, so please give us a like and make sure to subscribe so you can see more of our videos. Onward.
Your eyes follow lines and your floor sets the direction of energy in your room. When floorboards, tiles, and rugs run across the short side of the room, it visually shortens it. Run flooring lengthwise towards the main view or the longest wall. Align area rugs the same way. This simple shift makes your room appear stretched and calmed. When laying flooring or buying rugs, think how your eye will travel. A smooth direction equals smooth energy.
Think straight like that. Tiny little objects pull focus. When everything is shouting for attention, your brain reads clutter, not charm or elegance. So group pieces in threes. That's the magic number. Vary height and keep surfaces simple. Choose meaningful objects, a sculptural vase, a candle, or a book that really holds something in your heart instead of ridiculous trinkets. We see that so much. We see clients who hold on to things really a lot of them out of guilt because they were passed on from their great-grandmother or something. And
or a gift.
Yeah, or a gift, right. And we're not saying you don't have to get rid of them. Maybe put them in storage or somewhere else in the basement. But just don't put them out where you're going to see them all the time because it really is negative energy. And before you're adding decor, always ask, does this tell my story or just fill space? If it doesn't bring that joy or calm or wonderful nostalgia, then it shouldn't stay in your space.
Mirrors are your brain's favorite optical illusion. They double visual depth, tricking your eye and filling more space even when there is not. Place a large mirror across from a window to reflect light. In darker corners, use mirror surfaces or glossy finishes for a gentle balance. But avoid overdoing it. 1 or 2 mirrors are enough. Too many reflections can create visual confusion, especially for sensory-sensitive individuals.
Yes, for the population of autism or those with ADHD, we do not recommend many mirrors at all. When you physically or visually block how someone moves through a room, the mind perceives resistance, and resistance feels like smallness. So keep your pathways wide enough for natural movement. Use leggy, light furniture that feels light and lets air flow underneath. Rearrange layouts so you can see across the space without interruption. And what we always say is we adopt a rule called the one glance rule, and it's from any doorway. You should see clear space all the way through. And it's a good little trick. And if you don't, that means you need to change things in the space.
Even if your room looks perfect, it can still feel tight if it doesn't emotionally align with you. A clutter mind can't feel calm, in any environment. Remove items that no longer match who you are. Create breathing room, not just for air, but for energy. Choose natural, non-toxic materials that support your well-being and allow your nervous system to relax. Check in with your home often. Ask yourself, does this space reflect peace or pressure? Design is emotional. The more aligned your space feels, the larger it feels inside and out.
And remember, it's not about square footage. It's about energy, emotion, and perception, and how your brain reads the harmony. We mentioned flooring as having a lot to do with your spaces, so please check out our next video. It's all about flooring for your home, healthy flooring.
We would love to know which of these mistakes are you guilty of. Let us know in the comments and send us a photo if you want our thoughts. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and the notification bell so we can keep designing beautiful, calm, intentional spaces together. Remember, when you design with purpose, your home expands right along with you.